Okay, round number 2. Up against Deep Finesse. This is like somebody I know. I think it's like BBD or Brad or somebody. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I think I'm just going to play the Canyon Slough tapped. If we're against control, this hand is not great. I have no way of getting the Haunted Dead in the graveyard. Looks like we are against control. It's pretty unfortunate, actually. Scrounger is nice. Nice draw, actually. Because that gives us a target for our Lightning Axe. Ooh, gives us a big target for our Lightning Axe. So I think what we do is we just Lightning Axe our Scrounger. And then we can pitch to Haunted Dead and play Hollow One. He can, like, censor the Hollow One, but there's no better turn for this, I don't think. And it's really good if he doesn't have a censor. He might disallow this, but I can still play the Hollow One if he does that. Okay, that's good. Didn't disallow that. Wow, he thinks I'm done. He thinks I'm done. Oh, man, we're going to punish him. Oh, that's just grand. Very foolish play. He was like, why am I main phasing it? Oh, that was a huge punishment. Don't even... And we have the Scrounger as well. If he's got a cast out here, it's a bit annoying. Like, cast out into Fumigate, but... I think it's not that bad, because the Fumigate is not... It's like, pretty effective, but I can still return Scrounger. I can... Though, I guess, yeah, it's pretty good. If he's going to hit the Amalgam, which I just let resolve. So I might still just lose here. There's not really that much I can do, though, other than allow it to happen. If he's got the Fumigate, he's got the Fumigate. I could play out the Neonate. It plays around him not having Fumigate, which is kind of nice. But I can always play it next turn. Like after a Fumigate, which is a little bit better, I think. Okay, that's an interesting draw. I think I should actually play that. If he had a Fumigate, he'd cast it. He might have like a Glimmer or something, though, into a Fumigate, which is a little unfortunate. So maybe I'd rather actually not commit as much. But if I attack him and he just has like a cast out or like a Blessed Alliance or Meltdown, I'm not actually pressuring him enough, I don't think. So it's a pretty close call. I think I'm supposed to just... Well, let's think about it. I mean, he didn't really... If he had a Fumigate, I think he would have used it last turn. You know, he cast out the Amalgam instead of the Hollow One, which doesn't really tell us that much, but tells him he's not immediately just dead to this 4/4. If I play Kenra and attack, yeah, I think that's fine. I think I just want to put pressure on him. If I don't play this, another cast out is just too good, which is unfortunate. We attack and see what happens. The problem with this is I don't really want to have to play this land out because it's not really doing me much. But playing it out would play around Fumigate. He's got Glimmer. So yeah, I guess I do play it out because I wanna get to 6 mana for the Kenra anyway. And if he fumigates me, I want to be able to return Scrounger to pressure him. We put her on top, so it's very likely going to be a fumigate, which, you know, we expected. That's fine. So now we're hoping to draw like Fiery Temper. He's at 8. Or Prized Amalgam are both good. Hollow One. That actually is not good. See, this is kind of why I didn't want to play that land out. If I didn't play that land out, then I could be putting a Hollow One into play right now. So I think I just cycle this main phase. Because I'd rather draw into a Scrounger or something else. Land is interesting. Or Amalgam. So I can play the Neonate, play land, or I can just pass. I think I just pass. I think I'm going to try to play the Haunted Dead. Get the Haunted Dead back in play. Put much pressure on him as possible. Not really much else I can do. Now that he's gained 7 life, it might actually be better to just hold on to these. So maybe cycling right away was foolish. Because I need to put on more pressure than just 6 a turn. But I guess this is a 2-turn clock, forces him to do something. My hand isn't doing much. Maybe I rip something to increase my clock. Maybe I don't. Alright, cycle. Crypt Breaker. I think I just play it. Like, if he's got another Fumigate, I'm in bad shape anyway. If he's got an approach, I lose. Yeah, I'm just dead. Alright, going to game 2. Slow start from us. So, Mindbender and 3 Chandras. We're going to cut Lightning Axe. I suppose I want some number of Brutalities. Just to try to get his Fumigates out of his hand. So I think Fiery Temper is probably not great. I think I'd rather have Collective Brutality. Even though it's like a free roll. He's not going to have any creatures, really. So I think we want both the Brutalities. Not having any Madness cards kind of stinks. But Fiery Temper doesn't play well with Mindbender and whatnot, and I think Collective Brutality is good enough, just as a Duress. Like, Duress is just, 2 mana Duress is actually just good against his deck. Hits pretty much his entire deck. I suppose this is a keep. It's pretty ugly. But I think it's just barely good enough. Interesting. So I can just go all in here. Discard the Haunted Dead. And drain him. That's likely right. Because we also get to Duress him. And next turn we can play the Haunted one as well. Haunted Dead as well. He's thinking about cycling. Censor, Supreme Will. God, he's got 2 censors. His hand's actually kind of ideal for this, which is really annoying, honestly. I can't take the Meltdown. How is his hand so good against this? He's got no, like, expensive cards that do nothing. think I'm supposed to take a Censor? If he cycles the other one, then I can resolve Hollow One. He probably won't if I take a Censor, though. Man, he's pretty much got... He can counter the Hollow One and then melt down the Amalgam. Maybe if I take the Supreme Will, it'll work out better. Because I can potentially resolve a Chandra. Yeah. Kind of unfortunate. I didn't expect him to have double Censor. My plan was to take a Censor if he had it. I guess I don't have to go for the Hollow One next turn. Seems like my hand doesn't really do much else. Do I discard the Kenra, or do I try to Mise and draw a land next turn? I think I actually just want the Kenra. I just want the guaranteed 2/1 haste. Because he can just censor this anyway. Yeah. Because he's got 2 Censors. It's kind of unfortunate, but... Oh! I just clicked the wrong thing. That might cost us, actually. I suppose he might melt down on my combat. And then I can resolve Chandra and win if I draw land. So it actually might be better to keep it. I meant to keep the Shaker though. Okay, so I don't know why he main phased that, but it's gonna end up working. Our misclick's gonna end up working out. Though Kenra would be good too. Like both would be good here. I'm pretty surprised that he played it that way. I guess this makes sense because now, if I do draw the land, I just kind of win. He's pretty much forced to melt down this on his combat step. And I can just return Kenra now. If I want to. Though, that is worse against a Fumigate than any of my other plays. I don't care about a Fumigate, though. Because I can just return the Haunted Dead and the Amalgam next turn with whatever card I draw. So yeah, I think that's definitely our play. And if he's got a cast out, like, and he wants to cast out the Haunted Dead, this is a good play as well, too, because we're dealing him a bunch of damage. And if he's got a cast out, like, he can't cast out the Chandra, or else he's just going to die to my board. But yeah, keeping the Chandra was definitely right. It's funny that I misclicked my way through it. Maybe my mind knew. I wasn't thinking that he was going to main phase the Meltdown, so... It was kind of surprising to me that he did that, honestly. Because his deck doesn't actually need energy for anything. It makes sense that he would do it at least in combat, though. So anyway, either way, we might be winning the game either way. But this puts enough pressure on a cast out, which is like the one way he gets back in the game, because now he doesn't have a great cast out target. He's got a Glimmer. Now, like, even if he draws a Fumigate, it doesn't really matter that much, because now he has to deal with the Chandra and the Haunted Dead coming back. He does gain some life, which is kind of interesting. I suppose I should have played land. It didn't really matter. Okay. So that worked out pretty nicely. Though, a lot of the time, Chandra against a control deck is just so powerful. Hollow 1 doesn't feel that great against him. He's got Fumigate, he's got Ether Meltdown, he's got Censor. Also, Reunion on the draw feels a bit bad. So maybe I want some Fiery Tempers, just to be a bit more consistent. Maybe cut one Reunion. At the same time, though, like, forcing Reunion on turn 2 might be one of my best plays. But I can't really do it in open mana. Like, once he gets the Supremo mana, I can't Cathartic Reunion at all. So... I'm not sure about Fiery Temper, though. Just when he has no targets, it only, like, randomly nugs him for 3. I'm better off trying to Mise, kind of. Like, the Hollow one lets me go... let me nut draw him, potentially, especially with the brutalities. Hollow one is part of the Mindbender plan, I guess. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it. And he's got Approach and Fumigate. Makes it kind of hard to burn him out. Makes me a lot less willing to, Ooh, here we go. We have a great draw. Hopefully we draw a Hollow one. Nope. Having the nuts is nice. Also a Scrounger. Really solid draw. Ooh, can we draw a Hollow one? We have 2 draws to hit a Hollow one to just end the game. First draw is a Scrounger. Well, another Scrounger isn't the worst, because it's really going to make it hard for him to win with Fumigates. Alright, Hollow one? One time? Can we bink it? Oh, we did it. That's sick. That is just sick. I don't think we want the Reunion. Though I think I actually want a Scrounger in the bin. No? Well, next turn I could play a Scrounger. Yeah, let's pitch the Union. I have this awful advertisement right here that's been up the entire time. Sorry about that. I don't think he can ever win. So long till he has Fumigate, and by then I'm going to have so much stuff in play. Even if he's got a Meltdown. Another Hollow one. Could have used that last turn, but... I think I played the other Scrounger. Even if he's got a Fumigate, like, I want to put pressure on him. I don't even think Fumigate's really going to help him. He needs a Cast Out and a Fumigate, I think. But if he plays the Cast Out, then I just get to Collective Brutality him, which is pretty nice. I guess I should check with this too, in case he's got Blessed Alliance. So... do I drain him? I think I want the cards in hand for the Haunted Dead. I think I just duress him. If he's got double Fumigate and land, like, so be it, right? I could drain him, actually might be worth it, though. I'm still going to have 2 cards next turn. Let's think. If he just has a cast out, it's at 5. Like, my Scrounger, I don't have that much fodder for it. Yeah, let's just not drain him. Maybe I'll regret this. Puts him so close to dead, though. If I drain him. Puts him at 5, and then if he's got removal, I'm putting him to 2. Yeah, I think I'm going to drain him. Screw it. Don't think the hollow one really does much. The only reason, like, a hollow one, if he's got 2 Fumigates, it's nice not to drain him because I can return Haunted Dead and play a hollow one next turn. So actually, maybe it's right not to... the reason I want to drain is, like... I think it's just good. If his hand is just, like, cast outs, like, removal spells and approach, I kind of want to get him... I kind of want to kill him before approach can happen, which is in 3 turns, which, like, the extra 2 damage could easily be the difference. And I'm not really losing that much. I'm losing the potential to play this hollow one at some point, which I guess is... Yeah, no, let's not drain him. I don't know. Well, if he's got a Glimmer... If he's got a Glimmer next turn, I don't actually have lethal. Yeah, I'm gonna drain him. I'm going to drain him. Yeah, I'll just discard the hollow one. Tank, 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 collective brutality. Okay, he does have a Fumigate, and he has a Censor and a Hieroglyphic Illumination. So yeah, now this actually... Censor... Illumination... Cycle Land. So this is actually not Glimmer, but he has Illumination. So now he can't Glimmer or Illuminate, so I think it's definitely right to drain him. If he rips another Fumigate, he doesn't even have the land, so he's got to, like, cycle Censor, I suppose, and try to hit Stasis Snare. Oh, he drew Meltdown? It's fine, I suppose, actually. Now we just have to dodge... A Fumigate isn't even necessarily that great for him. Let's think. If he draws Fumigate, he's going to cycle twice to try to get there. What is my best play? Like, if I don't play a land, the Haunted Dead and the Spirit just aren't enough damage. So I definitely want to play Scrounger. The question is, do I want to play out a land? Yeah, I think so. I think I do. He's dead to any Chandra, any Earthshaker Kenra. See if he cycles the other one. It's really good news if he doesn't. It's really bad news if he doesn't, because it means that he drew an out. So we really want to see him cycle it, which we do. But even if he's got a Fumigate, he does gain a bunch of life. Really? All right. But we do have 2 Scroungers. And I think we're still pretty favored. Not to mention if we draw like a Chandra. Or any threat. Even like a Haunted Dead is good. An Amalgam. We drew the Haunted Dead. That's funny. So, do I want to play around another Fumigate? I think I just play the Haunted Dead. It's the same amount of power, but it uses my mana more efficiently. So sure, we play it. Wasn't a Chandra, but I'll take a Haunted Dead. If he's got land approach now, it could be really messy. He's got another Fumigate. Oh my god, I got so punished. I think I'm still in okay shape, but like a tiny bit tilted because if I just held up my other Scrounger, I probably would have won. Oh, he's doing me real dirty. I think I'm still pretty likely to win. We'll see. Yeah, I guess I should play around another Fumigate. I just thought it used my mana so efficiently to do it the other way. I guess we're still winning this game pretty hard. Like, ooh, we drew an Amalgam. Perfect. Now I'm not even really afraid of an approach. He's gonna Ether Meltdown. Okay, that's fine. It's not an approach, so I don't really care that much. And we're gonna have lethal next turn. I don't think this deck plays Disallow, so I just... Okay, so that's game. Probably. Unless he draws... Yeah, I think that's definitely game. Okay. He made me really sweat, though he was never really... Even though I was sweating, he never was really, like, in that much of a good spot to win. Even with the Fumigates, because my board is just so resilient to it. But it did feel bad to give him that good Fumigate. If I just have the Scrounger, he's forced to Fumigate just the Scrounger. He actually is just dead, because then I can return both Scroungers, and he only gains one. But well fought.